Hello students, I am Rajita from Vagdevi College of Engineering, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. In this session, we are going to learn about data structures through C++ lab programs. Week 15th program. Write a C++ program using classes to implement insertion sort. In order to implement this program, first we need to learn some concepts here. So what is the sorting and what is the insertion sort? So let's see the sorting. A sorting is a technique to arrange a set of items in some order, either ascending order or descending order. And it is useful to search the element in a ordered list than an ordered list. So what is the ascending order and descending order? Let's see this one. So we have a elements in array like 5, 3, 1, 4, 2, 6. So it is in an order. We don't have any order in this particular array. Then how to order these elements? So either ascending order or descending order. So what is the ascending order? So the elements are from low to high. So it is the ascending order. And what is the descending order? The elements are from high to low. Means big value to low value. So it is a descending order. And small value to big value, it is the ascending order. So like this we can sort the elements using sorting technique here. So that is the use of the sorting. And most use of the sorting technique is to search a particular element in order list. It is easy compared to an order list. So what are the types of sortings? So we have two types of sorting techniques here. So it is internal sort and external sort. So what is the internal sorting? Internal sorting is applied when the entire collection of data to be sorted is small enough that the sorting can take place within the memory. Means, so if you want to sort the elements using internal sort technique, the main memory is sufficient to sort those elements. So that is the internal sorting technique. And what are the external sorting technique here? The external sorting is applied when the main memory of computing device is unable to hold the size of data. So if you want to sort the large number of data, so in that case the main memory is not sufficient to hold the data. So in that case we need to use the secondary memory like auxiliary memory or flip-flops or drivers, or you can take the disks. So we need a secondary memory. So that is called as external sort. So these are the two types of sorting techniques, internal and external sort. So we have a number of sortings here like selection sort, insertion sort, bubble sort, quick sort, heap sort, merge sort, and like this we have number of sorting techniques. Here we are going to discuss about insertion sort. So what is the insertion sort? Insertion sort is a simple sorting algorithm that builds the final sorted array or list one item at a time. So it is much less efficient on large list. So what are the steps to sort the elements using insertion sort? So step 1, we need to take the iteration, means we need to take the loop from array of first position to the array of nth position over the array. Step 2, compare the current element to its predecessor. So we need to take one value, so we need to compare that value with the previous element. Step 3, if the key element is smaller than its predecessor, compare it to the elements before. Move the greater elements one position up to make space for the swapped element. So if it is greater or if it is less, so we need to swap the elements there using some temporary variable. So these are the steps we need to follow to sort the elements using insertion sort. Now this is the function of insertion sort. So we are taking the loop here. So I equal to 1 to I less than up to n here, I plus plus. And using this temporary variable, you are going to swap the elements here. Again we are using the one more for loop here. So we need to compare the two values here, and that is j value and j minus 1 value. We need to compare the j and j minus 1 value. So if it is greater than the temporary variable, so we need to store that variable into the array of j. So like this we need to take the insertion sort function. But how this insertion sort will be worked? Now let's see this one. Suppose the array consists of 5 elements 5, 3, 6, 2, 1. So what is the size of array here? That is 5, 0 to 4. And here I am taking the array name is A. So how to sort the elements? So first I am taking the fifth value, 5 element value, that is 0th index position. I am comparing that with the first index position value. So what is the relationship between these? So it is the 5 is greater than 3. So in that case we need to swap these two values. So how to swap this value? So first store the 3 element in the temporary variable, and in that particular first index position, so store the 5 value, and in 0 location store the 3 value. So like this we can swap the elements. Now we'll go to the next element, that is we are comparing the first index position with the second index position, that is 5 and 6 values here. So what is the relationship between these two here? So 5 is less than 6. So 5 is less than 6 means there is no possibility to swap the elements. So let's go to the next position here. So we are comparing the 6 and 2 element here. So what is the relationship between these two? 6 is greater. So in that case we need to swap the values here using temporary variable. So store the 2 value in the temporary variable, and in third index position shift the 6 to the third index position, and in second index position we need to store the temporary value, but we need to compare the previous values also. That is the insertion sort algorithm. Now suppose if you are comparing the temporary variable with the first index position, so what is the relation between these two here? So 5 is greater. Again we need to swap the values here. So in second index position we need to shift the 5 value here. Now again we are comparing this temporary variable with the previous index position value. So what is the 0th index position value here? 3. So what is the relationship between these two? Again 3 is greater. So if it is greater, again we need to swap the values. So store the 3 element in the first index position and store this temporary variable in 0th index position. So like this we need to sort the elements. So we are comparing the temporary value with the previous position index position values here. Then now come to the next values comparison, 6 and 1. So what is the relationship between these two here? 6 is greater. Again we need to swap the values. So using temporary variable, so first store the 1 into the temporary variable and shift the 6 into the fourth index position. So we are moving to the previous index positions here and comparing the temporary value with the previous index position value. So 5 and 1. So what is the relationship between these two? 5 is greater. Again we need to shift the value. So shift the 5 to the third index position here. Then again we are moving to the previous indexes positions. Compare the temporary value with the first index position. Relationship between these two is 3 is greater. Again we need to swap the values, means I need to shift the 3 element into the second index position. So move to the previous index position by using temporary variable and compare the 0th location value and the temporary variable. So relationship between these two is 2 is greater. Again we need to shift the second element into the first index position and store this one into the 0th index position. Now, so last we have a 6 element, only one element. We don't have any other elements to compare the 6 element whether it is greater or less. So already the 6 is placed in a correct position. So like this we can sort the elements using insertion sort. Means we are taking one element, compare that element with the previous index position's element value. So if it is the previous element value is greater, we need to swap the values. So on you are going to compare the previous index position's value with the temporary value. So if it is greater, swap the values or shift the values. If it is less, so keep the element as it is or place the element in a current position. So like this we can sort the elements here. So what are the advantages of insertion sort? So it is a simple implementation. So the implementation part is very simple. We are comparing the element with the previous index positions only. So if it is greater, swap the value or shift the value. If it is less, so just move to the next index positions, again compare the elements. So it is a simple technique, and it is efficient for quite small data sets, as if the data is very small, then the insertion sort is very efficient. In a fraction of seconds we'll get the output here. In a less amount of time we can sort the elements. So that is efficient for small data sets. So if the data is too long or too big, the insertion sort is not sufficient here or efficient. And memory space, so it requires less memory space. Why? Because we are taking the less data or small data sets here, so it requires only less memory space here. So these are the advantages of insertion sort. So what is the time complexity of the insertion sort here? So we have a worst case, best case and average case time complexity here. And the worst case time complexity of the insertion sort is big of n square, and the best case time complexity is big of n, and average case time complexity is big of n square here. Okay, so these are the time complexities for the insertion sort. Now we'll see the execution of insertion sort algorithm. Uh, we are using the classes concepts here. So this is the class for insertion sort, and we are using the three functions: get data, show data and sort the logic. So this is a get data function, and it is a show data. Means in get data we are going to read the elements. In show data function we are going to display the values here. And the logic is here sort logic function. So this is the sorting logic. Okay, we are using the two for loops here. So first for loop to increment the values, so we are moving to the next location, and second for loop is here we are comparing the element with the previous index's positions value. So if it is greater we need to shift the value or swap the value. If it is less, place the element as it is. So and we are using the main function, and we are creating the object for the class insertion sort obj, and we are calling the get data, sort logic and show data function using object here. Now try to compile this program. Now try to run the program. Yes, how many elements you require to sort here? Suppose I am taking the 6 elements here. So enter those 6 elements here: 7, 3, 4, 1, 9 and 5. So after sorting the elements are in a sorted order 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Okay, so this is the sorted order using the insertion sort. So like this we can execute the insertion sort algorithm using class concept. Thank you.